Hi everyone, and welcome to another Software and Internet Monthly Market Report brought to you by Sanford Advisors for the month of December 2021. The year finished off very strong. Another very big month, 186 transactions in the month for $16.8 billion in total invested, and an average median revenue multiple of 4.8 times. So very healthy finish to the year. Some very large transactions again in the multi-million dollar transactions like Bottom Line, which was for $2.6 billion, which was acquired by Thoma Bravo, and Pathwire, which was for $1.9 billion acquired by Cinch. So both of those, Bottom Line was at 5.1 times revenue, and Pathwire was at 14.4 times revenue. So still very, very strong market with lots of good activity. You can really see that here. So where did we finish the year for 2021? Well, we did 282 billion of total volume, which was a significant increase over the prior year of 179 billion. Also, and most encouragingly for the mid-market, and we've been talking about this a lot, is the rebound in the number of transactions. So we increased from 1,400 transactions last year to about 2,300 this year, which is a really impressive growth. And obviously, the most beneficiary of that was the mid-market. On the valuation side, what we would say across the board, still a ton of variability between the top and the bottom multiples. And so you can see this here, like how it's really spread out over time, from 2017 to 2021. And the fourth quarter was no exception. It was one of the widest quarters in terms of the 25th percentile at the bottom at 4.1 times and the 75th percentile at the top at 16.1 times. I think that variability is going to continue as we head into 2022 with bigger sized businesses that are still growing at a rapid pace and meet things like Rule of 40 and have good retention metrics, fetching significant premiums to the overall median market. And where does it leave us on SaaS versus non-SaaS? Well, a very healthy rebound in the SaaS multiples for last year. So the average SaaS multiple for last year was 8.6 times. So a really strong recovery and double what it was in 2020. And so really impressive on that side. Also encouraging is, well, those non-SaaS businesses that are either making the transition to SaaS or beginning on that journey, they're also selling for good multiples as well. So that increased from 3.3 times last year to 4.4 times. So overall, very healthy valuation metrics that we expect to continue into 2022. You can see this in terms of the deal volume. We've been talking about this a lot, how deal volume post-pandemic and into 2021 has really averaged historic highs on a monthly basis. December was no exception with 186 transactions. So the third best month for 2021 in terms of the number of transactions. We've already seen out of the gates a number of transactions announced in 2022. So expect that trend to really continue with high 100s numbers of deals closing on a monthly basis as we go into the start of 2022. On the VC side of stuff, very similar trends. $10.8 billion invested in December, 527 transactions in the median deal size, $5 million. So the median deal size has stayed very consistent across the whole 12 months of 2021 at around the $5 million mark. But lots of capital being deployed and lots at very strong multiples. If you look at Airtable's multiple at 117 times revenue, you look at Sysdig's multiple at 51 times. There's some very elevated multiples being paid for businesses right now on the VC side of things for sure. And you can see similar trend in terms of the dollar volume deployed and the number of deals. So significant rebound in the number of transactions that happened last year on the VC side of things, and also doubling or more than doubling of the dollar volume deployed as well. And as we enter 2022, there seems no sign of that slowing down. So very encouraging signs as we start the new year. And then lastly, VC multiples. You can see here, the late stage transactions happening about 21 times revenue, the mid stage at 27.5 times, and the early stage at 33 times. So very healthy multiples across the board on the VC side. And again, another trend that is continuing into 2022. Anyway, we have a lot more information on this. If you give us a call, happy to add you to our monthly distribution, and see you next month.